Hey, I'm Catherine McCord from Weelicious, and when you are thinking about back to school and what you're going to pack for your kids' school lunch, you want to remember that they don't just eat from their stomach, they also eat with their eyes. So today we're going to be making a rainbow roll-up sandwich. It is bright, everything is packed with vegetables, plant-based hummus, and a beautiful soft tortilla to roll it all up in this gorgeous rainbow pinwheel. And one of the key ingredients in a rainbow roll-up sandwich are sweet mini bell peppers. They are vibrant in color, they're perfect to snack on, and you can also slice them into this rainbow roll-up sandwich. So to start, it's lots of vegetables. Here's a really fun way to cut these bell peppers. So take a knife, very sharp knife if you've got it, and cut off the top and just the bottom like this, because this is the way to cut a pepper and never get any seeds in it. By standing it up flat like that, then we're gonna just cut down around all the sides. I always think this is like such a fun trick. My mother definitely never taught me this when I was a kid. So I made sure when I taught my kids to cook, I was like, this is the one thing that you really need to know. And then, look at that. All the seeds right in there, and you don't waste any bell pepper. So perfect. And then we're just gonna cut them into nice thin pieces. That way they become really easy to bite when your kid is munching on their sandwich. And there's a reason they're called sweet mini peppers, because they are like crunchy and totally sweet, especially for kids that are avoiding or not so sure about vegetables. The sweet mini peppers are like the perfect pick. All right, so we got some red. I'm gonna put that aside, and then we're gonna do our remove the seed trick one more time. All right, just cut right around it. Pull out all those seeds. Whoop. And even when you get at this place, you can just zoop, look at that. 4 pieces, no seeds. All right, so we've got our red and yellow. Now we're gonna cut up some carrots for our orange. And you want them all to be about the same size. So like the same kind of like strips here. All right, we've got plenty of our red. We have plenty of yellow, plenty of orange. Now green. Again, fresh spinach is a great choice because it's naturally sweet. So even if you have kids that are like not so sure about eating their greens, they're not even gonna taste the spinach in here. So you can just keep the leaves. We're not even gonna have to really chop these up. And finally, our purple. Look at nature. I mean, look at this gorgeous cabbage. So we'll just cut off a nice piece on the end. And if you're not used to cooking with or eating cabbage, I have a funny story. My daughter, I used to take her into Albertsons, and I would say, you can pick out anything that you want to eat. And I really genuinely meant anything, like even ice cream. And every single time she would get a head of purple cabbage, take it home, and eat it like an apple. It's a little strange, but hey, I mean, it's a win. It's a huge win too. All right, so that's, see how I did that? Like just cut that cabbage, thinly sliced, and you can see that all of the vegetables now are about the same size too. All right, so now we have our total rainbow here. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. The entire rainbow. Nature's crazy, bringing us all the good stuff. Now we're gonna take a big soft tortilla. You could also use lavash if you want. And I've got the Organics traditional hummus, which is just silky, creamy, vegetarian, but also packed with protein. And just spread it all over the tortilla. And don't miss an inch of it, because you wanna make sure to have plenty even at the edges so that you're able to roll this up. So we're gonna make those really pretty pinwheels. Hey. Okay, so again, like I said, at the top here, make sure you have plenty of hummus to seal up our rainbow roll-up sandwich. Done? Now you get to layer it, which is really fun too. So we're going to put in across. So starting closest to you, add some of the red bell peppers. And then we'll add in some of the yellow sweet mini peppers. Just like that. You can kind of squish them together a little bit. Put that one. And then the carrots. Now, if you cut too many, here's another really great tip. Add them to salad that night. Make a big salad, cut them into like finely diced pieces, and you could even have your kids get in there and make their own salad. So like a real DIY situation. So doubling down on the vegetables, because I know a lot of people will say, can't get my kids to eat vegetables. Well, if you add in something like hummus or a favorite salad dressing or a dip, it gets kids excited to eat their vegetables. And then finally, some of our purple. Oh, it's so pretty. My son is a vegetarian, and this is one of the sandwiches that he finds in his lunchbox on a weekly basis. All right, now we get to roll it up. Here we go. Use your thumbs closest to you, and just make sure you're doing a nice tight seal, because when we slice it, you're gonna see all of that rainbow action throughout. And see how I left this? We have a nice little border here so that we wrap around the tortilla, making it a really nice tight cylinder. And then again, see how I did that? Hands off. You can see it is all like nice and tight and gorgeous. All right, you can cut the ends off. Again, a mom snack, just saying, or a parent snack. It could be a dad snack here. And then we want to cut these into 1-inch pieces, so that we have plenty to fill the lunchbox. And I like to use a serrated knife too, because it's much easier getting each of the vegetables cut perfectly through. And what's great about this rainbow roll-up sandwich is nice and crunchy, but also has that smooth hummus too. All right, let's get it all in there. So you can also see I've got some grapes. So you've got some more of the sweet mini peppers, because for my kids, they want more and more of them. So there we go. And then I just load it right up. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. You've got that full rainbow situation in every single bite. And I put 4 in there just like that. And honestly, because I have a little bit left of the vegetables and they're just in these perfect little pieces, I can add them right on the side. So it's like a big time rainbow. Okay, and then I'm gonna add some crispy peas, so you get a little bit of crunch in there. And always a sweet treat. So a lot of people will ask, like, really putting a treat in, but it's just a little bit. You wanna always make sure that you're getting a fruit, a vegetable, a protein, a carbohydrate, and then always a sweet treat. I like to keep these glass jars in my pantry filled with my kids' favorite snacks. And again, gonna put a little rainbow in there, because why not? Every color of the rainbow. That to me is the most eye-pleasing, and I know it's gonna be stomach happiness throughout lunch that you can make for back to school.